Welcome to the second video of real numbers of standard 9 mathematics part 1 lesson number 2. Now in the previous video we have recalled all the sets which we have learned so far: natural numbers, whole, integers and rational numbers. How do we define rational numbers and how it is expressed either in the vulgar form, fraction form, that is numerator upon denominator, p upon q form, where the denominator is not 0, or into decimal form. Okay, we have solved question number 2 of practice set 2.1. Now in this question number 1, what we have to do, now it is given that we have to classify the decimal form of the given rational numbers into terminating or non-terminating type. Means whenever we have rational numbers into p upon q form, we can convert it into decimal form, correct? And the decimal form, either we get terminating or we get non-terminating but recurring. Non-terminating, recurring. Terminating, in short we will call it as T, and non-terminating we can call it non-terminating recurring, NTR. So it's T and NTR. We will use these short forms in this video. Okay, terminating is T. Means where the division process ends, stops, it is terminating. And where the division process doesn't end but we get the same group of again and again recurring, it is called non-terminating recurring. Because it is division process doesn't end, it is non-terminating. And same group comes again and again, it is recurring. Together, non-terminating, recurring. And if we have seen that last video or first video, that decimal fraction of 127 upon 200 we got 0.625. After that we are not getting anything, so this division process ends. And as this 200 can be converted into 100, we have got this. And when this 99 cannot be converted, we divide this 25 by 95 and we observe that we get 0.252525, this recurring. So division process is not stopping, so it is not terminating. And we get the group of 25 again and again, it is recurring. So this is non-terminating, recurring. Okay, so now we are going to see, without dividing or without getting this decimal, can we decide whether the decimal form of this given rational number is either terminating or non-terminating, recurring? How to find this without actual division, that we are going to see. Okay, for that I would like to get some more example. If you know that say half is what, 0.5, or say it is 1 upon 4, it is 0.25. You can check this by division. Or if it is say 1 upon 5, it is 0.2. Okay, so this, whatever we get after division, these decimal fractions, all these are the examples of terminating. And if we have say 1 upon 3, if we divide 3 equal parts of 1, it is going to be 0.3333 recurring, that is terminating. Or you can say if it is say 2 upon 7, then also you will get you will get 6 digits with recurring. How many digits? You will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When the denominator is 7, you must have seen while solving one of the sum from question number 2 that 6 digits come again and again. You get a group of 6 digits. Okay, so if you observe here that when the given fraction is in the reduced form, if the factors of your denominator are 2 and 5, what are the factors? 2 and this q is having 2 and 5 or 5 both, either only 2, only 5 or 2 and 5, that its decimal form is always terminating. The reason behind it is simple. If it is 2, we can convert it into 10 easily. So if it is 1 upon 2, we can convert this 2 multiplying by 5. 2 5s are, and here we get 5 1s are 5, 5 2s are 10, decimal is 0.5. We get it terminated. So 2 can be converted into 10, or even 5 can be converted into 10 easily, and we can get its decimal fraction. If it is more than 1 time 2, so if it is 1 upon 4, so if it is 1 upon 4, so 4 means what? It is 2 into 2. So we have to multiply. It's 2 times by 5. Okay, here also 5 into 5. So what will be in the denominator and the numerator? Numerator will become 25 and here it is 10 into 10. 10 tens are 100. So 25 upon 100 is 0.25. Okay. So never the matter how many times 2 and how many times 5 we have got. We can get its pair. One number 2 multiplied by 5 get the pair of 10. One number 5 multiplied by 2 get pair of 10. Like that, whatever number is 2 and whatever number is 5 we have in the denominator, it can be, its decimal form will be in the terminating. And if it is not 2 and 5, it is going to be non-terminating recurring. Okay, you can check this by taking another some examples also. Now this information means what? If the factors of the denominator are 2 and 5, 2 or and 5, the decimal fraction is terminating. How we can use this? Say let's see the first sum. Now 13 upon 5. What is the denominator? Denominator is 5. So its decimal fraction is, answer will be as factors, or you can write just answer directly. Its decimal form of 13 upon 5 is terminating. See here, we can write it directly because it is given classify the decimal form of this rational number as terminating or non-terminating. We don't want what is the decimal form. We want it whether it is terminating or non-terminating. Okay. So what is the second? Second is what? 2 upon 11. So decimal form of 2 upon 11. Now what are the factors of 11? Again 11 is a prime number. So it has no other factor and it has not factors 2 and 5. So is, what you can write? Non-terminating recurring, that is NTR. Okay. Now third one is 16. This is what? Third is what? 29 upon 16. Now what are the, let's see what are the factors of 16. 16 ka factors are 2 8s are 16. Then it is 8 ka factors 2 4s are. And then 2 into 2 into 4 factors of 2 into 2. So what are the factors of 16? 2, 2, 2, 2. So it has, its factors are only 2. So if the factors of the denominator are 2 or 5 or 2 and 5, the decimal form of this is going to be terminating. So what will be our answer? Our answer is going to be, this is decimal form of 29 upon 16 is terminating. Like that we can write. Now for the question number 4, 7 upon 25. What are the factors of 25? 25 is equal to 5 5s are 25. So its factors are 5. So what will be the answer? Decimal form is going to be terminating. And what about this fifth sum? 11 upon 6. What are the factors of the denominator 6? That is 2 3s are. Okay, 2 is fine. We are not having any problem with 2. This pair 2 we can multiply by 5 to get the pair of 10. But by 2 3 what we have to multiply? We cannot multiply by this. And that's why, because of this 3, we have to say that decimal form of 11 upon 6 is non-terminating recurring. Okay. But here one more thing we have to be clear, that we should have always the reduced form. We should consider the reduced form. For example, if the given number is say 15 upon 6. Now 15 and 6 we can see that if you see only the 6 like this, 11 upon 6, it is 15 upon 6. And if you see factors of 6 are 2 3s are. So as it is 3, it is non-terminating. Don't do. Check first, is it in the lowest form, reduced form. As 15 upon 6 can be divisible by 3. 3 2s are 6, 3 5s are 50. So it is 5 upon 2. Now if you check what is the denominator. Now the denominator is only 2. And now it can be converted into 10. So we can get its decimal form as a terminating one. So don't observe the given fraction, but its reduced form we have to check. Now here all these fractions were in its reduced form, so there was no problem. But question comes like this, where you can give its reduced form. You have to give it its reduced form, and then you have to check whether it is the factors of denominators are 2 and 5, one of it or both of it. If it is, then it is called, decimal form is going to be terminating. Okay. So now 3 has gone, so it is now terminating. We can verify this by its fraction going to be 2.5. You can verify by doing division, and you can get this conclusion. Okay. So today we will stop here, that we have learned how to find with the given rational number its decimal form is terminating or non-terminating. For that we have to find the factors of denominator in the reduced form of the rational number. If it are 2 and 5, they are terminating, otherwise non-terminating. See, it's very easy. And if you like this video, please like it, subscribe it, and thank you very much.